Well, as sort of pseudo-promised, I'm back again. This time I'm playing the UnGame again. This time I'm going to play deck number 2. So let's open it up. Interesting to note, I was reading in these rules and secrets of success with the UnGame. I was reading in this the story of its creation, and apparently the woman that got the idea to create it, she had some kind of operation done on her throat, which robbed her of her ability to speak for several months. And she said that that's when she got the idea to make the game, because she had to listen to everybody else more than usual. So basically what that says to me is that she had to have her voice taken away before she would actually give a shit about what other people thought. So yeah. Anyway, deck number 2 this time around. As I explained in the first part of this video where I did deck number 1, deck number 2 is for people that you're actually more familiar with and you're more comfortable discussing deeper topics with. So that should make this somewhat interesting. And somewhat, actually a lot more fun to make fun of, because this is the part that's supposed to be about, feelings and relating to people, and I'm just going to rip it to bits, and it's going to be fun. So, okay, here we go. Card number 1. Complete the statement. What I like about my parents is the fact that they never tried to control my life. Next. One of those stupid things. Apparently this deck is full of those things too. Who would you list as your hero or your heroine, and why? Or your heroine. I do like me some heroin. Who would you list? I don't really have one. Well, no, that's not true. Let's say Steve Wozniak. He's an engineer. I know you've heard his name before. He was the guy that was there with Steve Jobs at the beginning, and he's the one that actually did all the actual work in creating all of Apple's early products, and Steve Jobs was just there to stand on Steve Wozniak's back and take credit for it. Not one of those stupid things. See, are you easily talked into doing something you don't want to do? No, definitely not at all. In fact, at the slightest suggestion that somebody suggests to me that I do something, I fervently fight it with all of my being. Say something about elderly people. They smell funny, and they can't see, and they're slow. Another one of those. With what age group do you feel least comfortable? Babies, because they shit everywhere, and they're loud, and they don't give a shit about anyone but themselves. Babies are dicks. They really are. Just destroyed the deck temporarily. I'll fix it. Okay, one of those stupid things. So describe your mother in 3 words. Let's see. Caring, extroverted, and chef. What do you dislike about your personality and why? Let's see. I dislike the fact that, I can't really think of anything, because I'm a perfect person and I love myself and I'm not narcissistic at all. Haha. Tried to tell a joke and I botched it up. Here we go. How do you feel about being alone? I'm alone right now and it's fan-fucking-tastic. Tell about something that really upsets you. Cards that make me want to talk about things that upset me. That really upsets me. Tell about a time when you felt guilty. Let's see. Guilty? No. Everything I do is perfect and rational. When you express anger, how do the members of your family react? Around my family, I typically don't express much at all, so if I did actually express some anger, they'd be like, holy fucking shit. Jeremy's actually saying something, and he might destroy us all because he's finally snapped. How would you like to change your family to make it better? I wouldn't change a thing. One of those stupid things. I'll actually let it focus this time in case you didn't see those in the last part. This is the part where they fill these cards that I've been skipping this entire time are all like this, and like half the deck is full of these fucking things, and to me it just says that's lazy part on the designer, or that's laziness on the part of the designer when you have to make up half of the game yourself. What is this, fucking pretend? Are we 4? Share a time when you were really frightened. I nearly drowned when a canoe tipped over in a river. That was pretty sucky. Complete the sentence. Something I really need is an Amstrad CPC 464, and that's already been shipped. How do you feel when you know that you have upset someone in your family? Pretty damn bad, actually, unless it's one particular member of my family that I don't like. What is the best thing for you to do when you feel yourself becoming angry? Punch a hole in the wall. That's healthy, right? Share a frustration that you have. Cards that make me talk about my frustrations. In fact, I think that was over there in deck number 1, wasn't it? Because I think I said the same thing in response. What do you dislike about your appearance? My nose is approximately 38 feet long. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing. I could certainly stand to be a lot uglier. Share a time when you felt lonely. Right now, and like I said, it's awesome. What freedom do you value the most? The freedom to chuck these cards and not answer them. Would you rather be home or away from home most of the time? Depends on what you call home. I call home my parents' house. That's the way I'm always going to think about it. Would I rather be there or where I am right now, which is the place where I live, separately from my parents? Either place, but all of my toys are here, so maybe I'd rather be here. I don't know. Feels good to visit my parents, so maybe there too. When you feel sad, what is the best thing someone can do for you? Help me punch the wall. Describe your father in 3 words. Let's see, smart, cars, and me. If you could have lived at a different time in history, when would it have been? That's actually a very good question. I thought about this frequently, and I think I would like to have been a teenager in the late 70s, right whenever video games and computers were just starting to pick up steam, because then I could have lived all the way through the rest of the 70s, the 80s, and 90s, all the way up until now, and I would have been able to see all of the technological evolution that took place in computers and video games, and I could have had money to buy it all too. Whereas, as it is right now, I was born in 1982, so a lot of the revolution had already taken place, and before I realized what video games even were, even more of the revolution had taken place. Who in your family do you feel you can communicate with? All of them, equally. Perhaps lack of communication is the key word, so yeah. No, that's not true. I still send them funny pictures. What is the best way for someone to show you love? By buying me a video game or an old computer? Stupid. Come on, autofocus. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Complete the statement. The thing that we disagree the most about in our family is nothing. What do you... A lot of these cards are like about how much do you hate your family. That's kind of strange, I think. Okay. What do you like best about your personality? I think I am remarkably resourceful, which is exactly how I got an Amstrad CPC 464. And I'll tell that story when it gets here. So you share a time when you felt left out. I can't think of anything. Left out? No, because the people that would leave me out are the people that were not my friends in the first place, so, yeah. Tell about a time when you felt depressed. All the time. Because I'm emo, and I've got mascara around my eyes, and half of my hair is in my face. No, I'm kidding. Depressed. Yeah, I'm going to skip that one. Complete this statement. Something I really appreciate is when people show their appreciation. You know, good feedback is really, really valuable and valued. Stupid. Tell about a time when you felt ashamed. Let's see, there was that time that I went walking around in the children's playground completely naked with a boner. What were some of your childhood dreams? You mean like real dreams or like aspirations? So I'm not sure that can I remember any actual dreams? Not really. And aspirations, I don't know, I did my homework like a good student, and I played video games, and I thought life was pretty damn great, and that's pretty much continued. To whom can you tell your deepest secrets? My closest friends. And not you. Nope. What is something that worries you? That my toes are going to snap in half from kneeling on the floor to do this video before I get to the end of the deck? Nope. What is something that scares you? That my toes are going to snap off and I'm going to have to go get new toes from the toe store. Talk about your temper and what you do when you lose it. That's kind of, yeah, that's a very broad subject. There's lots of material to work with there, as you might have been able to tell from watching my videos. Talk about someone who you really admire and respect, and tell why. Well, I already mentioned Steve Wozniak, that counts. Really admire and respect, I don't know, some of my closest friends, because they are very smart, and they're very emotionally mature. And yeah, I like those qualities in people. Stupid. Come on. Say something about marriage. I think it's overrated, and I think it makes things more complicated in a relationship, and I'm not entirely sure it's necessary. You know, I might even go so far as to say that marriage is either two things, maybe both. It's either, number one, a demonstration of your it's a demonstration of, I can talk, I swear I can. It's either a demonstration of your devotion to another person for everybody else in the world. You're demonstrating that devotion to everybody, which I don't think you need to do. Or it's trying to lock somebody down into committing to you because you don't trust them. And I don't agree with that either. Dumb. Complete the sentence. I feel guilty when I take a shit on the floor. Complete the statement. My greatest goal in life is to maybe finish my fucking video game. Come on. I don't know why I'm having problems with the autofocus here. How do you feel about your name? I like that my name is so simple and short, especially my last name. There are people that pronounce it incorrectly, but not very often, and it could certainly be a hell of a lot worse. See if I can think of a bizarre name off the top of my head. Galifianakis. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have that last name. And I'm not even sure I pronounced that right. Share one of your strengths and one of your weaknesses. My strengths include the strength to chuck these cards, and one of my weaknesses include, that I spend money on shit. Dumb. What is something you have always wanted to try but never did? Wanted to try. I pretty much just try things as they come. And if I want to try something, I do, and if I don't want to try it, I don't. It's pretty simple. Who has helped you most in your life, and how have they helped you? Believe it or not, ex-girlfriends have helped me the most, because they showed me just how much of a shithead I actually was in some aspects, and then I was able to fix those things and improve myself. Now, they didn't have to fucking rip my heart to bits to do it, but I'm still glad that it happened. Dumb. Talk about attending church. I don't. How would you describe your family to someone else? balanced, respectful, and fun. Think of something nice that someone in your family has done and express your appreciation. Something nice and express my appreciation. I like that things are exactly the way they are. How do I express my appreciation? By saying that I like it. That's good enough for me. Who do you think is the most helpful member of your family? Everybody's pretty much equally helpful. Except when it comes to me and someone says they have a broken computer and I don't want to fucking fix it. Look at the members of your family and describe each in one word. Well, number one, they're not here to look at. And I don't want to imagine. And I don't want to do this card. So next. Dumb. Dumb! How do you show your love for the people in your family? By being me? Just, being a good person, really. It's like, give compliments, involve them, and attend family things. And don't be fake. Like, yeah, just be you. In fact, that's the best way you can relate to anybody. I know that Mark Twain said that the worst advice you can give to someone is to be themselves, but I see what he was trying to say, and of course Mark Twain was a satirist, so he was kind of joking. So, yeah, he was kind of right in one way and kind of wrong in another. Share a concern that you have for one of your family members. I'm concerned that my brother's going to go flying off a mountain and break his head. He almost did that once. Who in your family do you have the most difficulty communicating with? All of them. Yeah, trying to fix that though. Who do you think is the most loving member of your... These are all about family, what the hell? Who do you think is the most loving member of your family? Everyone? It's like this game is trying to like pull out all of these volatile feelings that I just don't have. It's like this game is like adversarial. It's kind of a dick. And last card. Complete the statement. Someone I can always trust is my friends. And that's why they're my friends. Yeah. So, that was a significantly much more boring edition of the UnGame. But now this is done. And now I've got cards to clean up. And so, fuck you, UnGame. Although it was fun to do, in a way. And, yeah. Nothing else to say about it, really, was it? I actually didn't show what was on the back of this thing, did I? Let's see. A unique way to enjoy sharing opinions, feelings, and beliefs. Yeah. Increase understanding of yourself and others. Yeah. No special knowledge required. Bleh. Everybody should have special knowledge. Everybody should have knowledge. Don't promote stupidity. Use deck number 1 as an icebreaker to get acquainted for fun and laughter. Yeah, I certainly got a laugh out of deck 1, but not in the way you wanted me to. Use deck number 2 to share feelings, to talk about values, to relate experiences. That one doesn't say anything about fun. So does it want deck number 2 to be like a harrowing, emotionally tragic experience? Who made this fucking shit? These people are sadistic. Let's see, ideal for people, and contains 140 cards, goddamn. Endorsed by some people, and there's been several editions, 89, 93, and 2002. This one, I don't know. This one could be the 89 version. Looks pretty old. Although it does have a web address on it, but that's probably... Well, yeah, it has a web address on it, so it's actually probably 2002. Bitch. And it has whatever that is. So yeah, that's the UnGame. I'm done with this. Fuck you. Goodbye. To the game. Not to you. Thank you. Thank you. Please don't hate me. I hate you, not you. I'm going away now. Bye.